I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is.
I will go to the animal shelter and get you a kitty cat. I will let you fall in love with that kitty cat. And then on some dark, cold night, I will steal away into your home and punch you in the face.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Depending on when you were raised, you remember turning on the TV around 9 o'clock and being able to laugh a little bit about life and politics and news and culture. It's called late night TV. It's something that was invented like 70 years ago by the networks in order to give people a chuckle at the end of a long day. Some inappropriate jokes, some funny, timeless gags, depending on if you were like Johnny Carson era or like Jay Leno, Dave Letterman era. These guys held it down and had a pretty neutral, non-political show where they just kind of make fun of everybody. Kind of like you do when you go out to the bar and you're like chatting with your friends. And this is like a good thing. It's like what you would call comedy, but it's something horrible happened to late night TV. It became totally and completely metastasized as a propaganda tool of the left. And now that is unintentionally landing its own punches. Very, very interesting. Have you checked in on the late night ratings? These shows used to do tens of millions of viewers per night when they were good. Now they're down to a dismal few 100,000 in the key demo. Just complete and total decimation as people find real entertainment in Netflix comedy specials or on YouTube or on channels with real original creators. Check this out. Here's the Late Night with Stephen Colbert show. It has thousands of one-star ratings. Thousands of one-star ratings. I think this is kind of interesting right here. Memorable time, but could use improvement. My husband and I are longtime admirers of the Colbert Show, drawn to it by progressive ideals. Isn't that hysterical? This is the top rating is somebody saying, oh, I like this political show. It's like the thing you're not supposed to talk about with people, right? You're not supposed to talk about like if you want to like actually draw on the biggest audience you can, you shouldn't talk about politics. And politics is leading to just dismal numbers for the Late Show, right? So here, this at a site called The Late Nighter, you can see here, this is called the key demo. This is people under 50 years old, okay? If you're under 50 years old, the people who aren't asleep with the remote in their hands in the nursing home, effectively. So this is the key demographic. If you're under 50, are you watching the Stephen Colbert Show? How many people are watching? 200,000. 288,000 to be exact. More people watch our morning show, our completely independent show on this channel. More people watch that. More people watched every single second of President Trump and Elon Musk's conversation yesterday. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Jimmy Kimmel gets less than 200,000 viewers. Dude, I mean, seriously, these numbers are so humiliating. And our viewers are very, very young, by and large. But either way, we love all of you. Even if you're above the age of 50, we love you. Nothing but love from us to the subs. So here, I mean, above the age of 50. Gary, Nerdrotic is above the age of 50, I think. And we freaking love Gary. So anyway, no hate. I'm just saying the only hate belongs right here on the people who have made late night completely and totally political and have destroyed their viewerships while they're at it. Who actually goes on to win in these games? Actually, it's Gutfeld, who's won multi-year contract with Fox News. They call him the King of Late Night. On Fox News show. Fox announced they signed a new multi-year contract with Greg Gutfeld. His show regularly outperforms Stephen Colbert's show, Jimmy Kimmel's show, and Seth Meyers' show. Oh boy, naughty, naughty. Greg Gutfeld does have a very funny show. In the first quarter of 2024, Gutfeld made history, highest rated program among viewers in the key demographic below 50. Younger viewers, most valued by advertisers. First time the show had landed first place in the key demo. Uh-oh. Somebody's having the last laugh. You know, but there's something amazing that happens when you sort of disgrace your profession and you're no longer funny, is that you can actually have like unintentionally funny moments. So Stephen Colbert is not funny. Stephen Colbert is probably the cringiest of all of these. I mean, even more than, if you were to tell me, like, I'm locked in Guantanamo Bay and I have to watch Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert, I don't know, man. I don't know. At that point, just throw me to the sharks, right? But I think that Colbert is actually more insufferable, I'd argue. I think he's more insufferable based on what I've seen. And that it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But Stephen Colbert last night had this girl on named Kate Land Collins. Kate Land Collins fancies herself a anchor at CNN. She's asking tough questions. And the tough question given to her last night by Stephen Colbert is, CNN, you do real news and reporting. And the entire audience laughs. Oh, it's an awkward moment.
Thrown on his heels by this, and he's not really sure how to go after Vice President Harris. He knew his attack lines on President Biden. He really has struggled with how to go after someone who's 20 years younger than him, who is a different gender, a different race. It's kind of been this moment where he has not been able to coalesce around a single attack line.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know. CNN makes a... I know
Was that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is. What...
Oh, that's really good. There's a perfect tweet about this, actually, that says it better than I could, actually. Don't know this account, but check this out. Colbert just demonstrated a fascinating phenomenon. The moment a satirist, so a comedian, right, who has become a propagandist, delivers a propaganda line that is interpreted as satire. Definitive proof that people have finally regained their heads, and everybody laughs at CNN. It's really, really good. Not the first time, of course, that Kate Land Collins has said something hysterical and had the entire crowd laughing at her. Remember when she interviewed Donald Trump live on CNN? Oh, this was getting destroyed live on stage.
On that day,
He
you said
did
you
not
weren't.
say that.
He has testified that, Mr.
He
President.
did not say that.
But you said you weren't very involved that day. You did tell your supporters to come to Washington. You tweeted about it, about
True,
that
of
speech
course.
that happened on the rally.
Am I allowed
when
to say that?
When they went to the Capitol and they were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers, why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did. Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out.
And everyone...
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to... You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
Can you answer why you...
No, man. How do you come back from that? I don't know how you come back from that. I'm not sure. I don't know how you come back from that. Kate Land Collins, I guess, makes it her goal to just get owned and humiliate and disgrace herself by audiences everywhere, even on her own show.
Her changing her views on her policy justify having the Republican nominee questioning her race. How does that increase or decrease your party's chances of winning in November?
Well, Caitlin, you haven't had that conversation with Kamala Harris because she's been hiding out.
I want to
for the
have
last
this
10
conversation
days,
with you,
just
Senator.
like Joe Biden hid out before her. And my point is, when are you and the rest of the media going to demand that Kamala Harris come out and answer questions in an unscripted format about where she stands for this country, as opposed to continuing to focus on what Donald Trump said today? 4 years ago, Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Could you imagine a more insulting comment? Joe Biden is presuming to judge the political views of 1/8 of our fellow citizens based on their skin color. Did you ever ask Kamala Harris to condemn his remarks?
There are
Did you ever
33.
ask him or ask her if that was
Senator,
racist?
this is a question. You're a Republican senator, so I want to ask you about the Republican
Did you ask Caitlin? Did you ask Kamala Harris? Caitlin, did you ask Kamala Harris why she's willing to serve as vice president for a man she essentially called racist and a segregationist? Have you or anyone else in the media asked Kamala Harris those questions, Caitlin?
Senator, trust me, I covered the Biden-Harris White House. We obviously have asked for her to come on, but my question is for you about this. Donald Trump's...
Look at her roll her eye. Can you look at this? It's amazing, the body language. They're so smug. She rolls her eyes. Not sure if we can capture the exact moment, but she rolls her eyes when Tom Cotton repeats that Joe Biden is a segregationist. And that Joe Biden said you can't be your skin color if you don't vote for me. Oh, man. The destruction, the glory, the self-owns. Let them fall from the sky. Exciting times we live in, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? Very entertaining. May not be the best for the country, Like, really don't want these communists to be in charge, but they're very entertaining. Stay entertained. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It's your boy Benny. See ya.